It all started with a look. Just one little look. You had been transferred to Class 1A after an impressive display during the inter-class training arc. A solid quirk thinking and a little spark of chaos that made Aizawa raise an eyebrow and mutter something like, "They'll fit right in." Denki Kaminari was the first to welcome them, bouncing into their space with an electric grin. "Yo, I'm Denki Kaminari. Quirk, electrification. I shock things," he winked. "And sometimes myself, but it's cool, you'll see it." It was easy to like Denki. He was sunshine and sneakers, silly jokes and warmth, but he sat beside Wan during lunch, and he walked them to class and offered half of his lunch. Then there was Shinso. Shinso, with the sleepy eyes and the voice like thunder in a quiet storm. He was quieter, more observant. He didn't introduce himself with flair. He didn't really need to. He just kind of looked. The first time Wyan caught his gaze across the courtyard, it felt like they were being read cover to cover. No smile, no words, just eyes. I mean, they should have looked away, but they didn't. Denki started calling them his bestie within a week. I quote, "my partner in crime / victim of my dumb jokes," unquote. He'd laugh, bumping their shoulders. It was cute. It was safe. But one afternoon, while Denki was talking animatedly about his favorite band, Shinso passed by. Ryan swore that he glanced in their way. Then he turned his jaw to Denki, and just for a second. But nothing happened. Later that day, Shinso pulled them aside in the dorms. "You like him?" He blinked. "What?" "Denki," Shinso clarified. "You like him?" he asked again. They hesitated. "Why?" Shinso shrugged, leaning against the brick wall. "He's loud. You're not. He's always touching you. You don't stop him." Ryan looked away uneasy. "He's just friendly." "You don't stop him," he repeated, softer this time. Silence crackled between them. "What do you want me to say?" Ryan asked. Shinso's mouth twisted, like he didn't want to say what he was exactly thinking. "That you feel it too," he answered. Ryan felt breathless. "Feel what?" "This." He hovered his hand near theirs, but didn't touch it. "Whatever this is between us." Denki was waiting when they got back to the dorm common room. He had popcorn, a stupid movie, and that wide electric smile. Ryan sat beside him. He laughed at all the wrong parts of the movie, made faces and quoted lines before they even happened. "Are you okay?" he asked midway through, noticing how quiet they had been. Ryan nodded. But Denki didn't buy it. He leaned in. "You know you can tell me stuff, right? I know I'm an idiot sometimes, but I do listen." Their chest ached. "I think," Ryan whispered, eyes glued to the TV. "I think someone might like me, and I don't know what to do about it." "Oh?" Denki asked, smile wavering. "Is it someone I know?" Ryan hesitated, but then nodded once. Denki's voice got smaller. "Is it Shinso?" Silence. He gave a half laugh, but it didn't really meet his eyes, if you catch my drift. "Of course it is. The dude's got like that mysterious brooding loner thing going for him, and I'm just human Pikachu." "That's not fair," Ryan quickly said. "You're Denki." Denki rolled his eyes. "Exactly." He gave them a crooked smile. "And I really, really like you." It hit like a jolt to the ribs. Denki never said stuff like that with seriousness, but now his voice was quiet, real, and scared. Wayan's throat tightened. Denki, I know I mess around, but when it comes to you, he looked down. I'm serious. I've been serious. Wayan didn't know what to say, so they didn't say anything. Just stared at the flickering TV screen and wished they could split in two. The next few days were strained. Shinso looked at them and Denki tried to act normal, but his laughter felt too loud, like he was trying too hard to look okay. Wayan floated between them like a ghost caught between static. They finally cornered Shinso after training. You're avoiding me, they stated more than asked. Shinso didn't deny it. You didn't say anything that night, he responded. I didn't know what to say, Wayan said. His jaw clenched. Then say it now. Wayan swallowed. You're intense, Shinso. You look at me like you already know how the story's gonna end. That's because I've read it before, he said, voice low. I've seen the way people pick the easy one, the one that makes them laugh, and I'm not easy. Denki's not easy either, they shot back. He just hasn't hide it. Shinso looked at them, like really looked at them. Do you love him? Wayan's heart pounded. I don't know. Why does it matter? Do you love me? He asked. Wayan blinked. I don't know. I don't know. It came out rough. That's the problem. You're both... You both matter to me. They tried to speak, but he just kind of stared at them until he stepped closer. But I see you. So does he, Wayan snapped. Shinso exhaled like he lost a silent battle. Then pick. Wayan found Denki on top of the rooftop at that night, legs dangling over the edge. Don't do anything dumb, they joked. He glanced at them, eyes unusually serious. Depends on your definition of dumb. He shot back. They sat beside him. He told me to choose. Denki nodded. Of course he did. I don't want to hurt you, Wayan said. Denki looked at them with a crooked smile. Too late, but I'm glad you're telling me. Silence stretched between them. You make things bright, Wayan whispered. You make me laugh, and you make things feel like they're just gonna be okay. But? Denki asked. Wayan looked down. He makes me feel like I'm being seen, not just the shiny parts, like the whole picture, even the parts I hide. Denki nodded again. Then go to him. Their eyes widened. What? Wayan, I want you to be happy, he said simply, even if it's not with me. Wayan's heart broke and mended in the same breath. But you're my favorite person. He nudged them. Damn right I am. He smiled despite the sting in his eyes. Now go. Emo boy's probably writing poetry about you or something. They found Shinso in the gym late at night, earbuds in, practicing late. They didn't say anything, just walked up. He pulled the earphones out and took his hand. He froze. You want me to choose? They said. Fine, I'm choosing. His breath caught. You sure? No, Wayan admitted. But I'm willing to try if you are. He pulled them into his arms without a second word, and in the background the lightning cracked somewhere faintly throughout the window. Somewhere Denki was smiling up at the sky. It had been 3 weeks since that choice, since Wayan had chosen Shinso. 3 weeks since the rooftop, and 3 weeks since Denki Carbonari, with a broken smile and trembling hands, had told the person he loved to go be happy with someone else. He tried to play it cool. He still cracked jokes and still lit up the common room with his ridiculous energy, still showed up for every training session and group outing, but Ryan noticed the difference. His laughs was half a second too late, his eyes lingered a little bit too long on nothing, and his jokes didn't land the same. And Shinso noticed too. "Don't you think he's trying too hard?" Shinso had said as he walked Ryan back to the dorms one late night. Ryan gave him a side glance. "To do what?" "To act like he's okay." Ryan exhaled. I mean, he told me to choose. I did. He knew what that meant." Shinso rolled his eyes. "Doesn't mean it doesn't hurt." He wasn't accusing, just observing, but it left a weight in Ryan's chest. "Do you regret choosing me?" he asked after a beat. "No," the answer came easily. "But I hate that it hurt him." He nodded. "You're allowed to care about him." Ryan looked at him. "Does that bother you?" He was quiet for a moment. "A little, but I'd be more worried if it didn't." They walked the rest of the way silent. Meanwhile, Denki stood in the hallway outside the vending machine, debating between sour gummies and something that would fill the hollow in his chest. He settled on soda and disappointment. As the can clattered into the tray, he heard the voices, Ryan and Shinso, down the hall. He didn't listen, not on purpose, but he caught a few words anyway. Regret, hurt, care about him, and bother you. Denki's throat tightened. He walked away before they could see him. Now it was the weekend, and Mina insisted that they all go out for dinner like old times, she said brightly, ignoring the tension that still lingered beneath the surface. Ryan ended up seating between Shinso and Denki. How ironic. Denki was electric, too much so, laughing louder than usual, interrupting stories, tapping his foot relentlessly under the table. He didn't look at Ryan once, but he smiled at everyone else. Ryan picked up their fries. Shinso leaned over and whispered, "He's spiraling." Ryan looked at him. "I know." Later, when the group split up to walk back, Ryan jogged up for Denki. "Hey!" He stopped, hands shoved deep in his pockets. "Hey. You okay?" they asked. Yeah, peachy," Denki responded. He glanced at them. You don't have to check in on me. I'm not your problem anymore." Ryan winced. "Jenks, that's not fair." "Neither was falling for you," he snapped, and then instantly apologized. "Sorry, I didn't mean it like that." Ryan stepped forward. "You can be mad at me. You can be sad, but don't just ice me out." He sighed, pressing a hand to his forehead. "I don't really know how to be your friend." Ryan nodded. "But I miss you." That seemed to crack something in him, and his shoulders sagged. "I miss you too," he whispered. And for the first time, Ryan started to feel a little bit of regret for choosing Shinso. Not guilt, but regret.